Namaste. How's everybody doing? I am so happy to see you again today. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here in St. Martin, and we're ready to do some gentle stretch and breathe yoga. If you are new to my page here on Facebook, you found Yoga with Lisa SXM coming to you live every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock St. Martin time. That's right, coming from the beautiful island of St. Martin in the Caribbean. And we keep it super gentle and easy, but as we go through the next hour, please participate, but always listen to your inner wisdom about what's right for you. Good morning, Audrey and Craig. Wonderful to see you. So we're going to start by seated in whatever position is comfortable for you, but if you like it, it's a good position to start with the legs crossed, the back straight, and hands rest on the knees or the thighs. You can turn your hands palm up to receive energy from the air around you, from the universe above you. Lift your heart, lift the top of your head, lengthen through the spine, relax your shoulders and arms and hands. Total softness in the palm of the hand. Gently let your eyes close and focus on your breath. Breathing in through your nose, let the air go all the way to the deepest part of your belly and fill all the way up through the torso, all the way to the throat. Allow the rib cage to really expand as you inhale. Exhale, let it go any way that's easy, through the lips, through the nose, or both. Repeat. With every inhalation, try to sit just a little taller. And with every exhalation, relax your arms and shoulders even more. Let's bring those hands to prayer pose. Take a moment to set your intention for today's yoga practice. What brings you to your mat today? What brought you to this point of seeking health, centeredness, balance, contentment, peace? And just give a moment of gratitude to that impulse within you that brought you to your mat today. Let's interlock our fingers and give the hands a good strong squeeze and then push forward, invert the hands, drop the head and round the back. Push the hands way forward. Keep breathing. Lift the hands just like that. The arms stay just like they are. Lift them straight up overhead, straightening the back. Big breath in here. Breathe in. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Elbows go way back. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink a little bit. Blink, 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 blink. Keep breathing. Awesome. Bring the hands straight up again. Big breath in. Round the back. Drop the hands in front. Push them forward. And then come back to your prayer pose. Beautiful. Let's stretch the legs out. Take a moment to just flex those ankles, straightening up the legs and opening the energy from the back of the knees down into the earth. Try and open the windows in the back of the knees and let the air blow through. Lift the heart, relax your shoulders, flex your ankles. We're going to take the hands straight up overhead, so if you were to look at yourself from the side, your body might look like the capital letter L. Reach the hands higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And let's go for a diagonal reach, reaching your fingertips and the top of your head towards the top of the wall beyond your feet. Keep those legs nice and straight, knees tight, ankles flexed. A straight back from the tailbone to the fingertips. Looking down at your legs so your neck is straight. Reach with the top of the head and the fingertips. Keep going, reach, reach, reach. Breathe. And then come straight back up to capital letter L. And bring the hands down to rest on top of the thighs, palms up. Round your back and drop your head. Let your back really take on the shape of the letter C. Relax your arms and shoulders and neck and back. Nice. Put your hands somewhere behind your hips on the floor, and we're just going to allow the body to sort of slump back onto those arms. The knees are bent a little bit, and the feet are on the floor. Drop the knees to the left and the right. Windshield wiper back and forth. Breathe in and out. Loosen the hips, loosen the legs, everything loose and free, soft and slow breathing in and out. Nice. Come back up to seated. Beautiful. Hands come to the knees. We're going to round the back and look down. Arch the back and look up. Round the back and look down. Exhale all the air out of the body. Pull against the knees a little bit. Lift the heart. Look up at the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and breathe in. Let's keep that going. Sometimes they call this going for a camel ride. Breathe in and out. It's a wonderful way to wake the body up. Use your shoulders to really move back and forth. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you look up and around the back, and create space between the shoulder blades as you look down. 2 more times. Take your time. And come back to seated nice and tall. Take left hand to right knee and right hand to the ground behind your hip. Look over your back shoulder. Stay here and breathe for about 3 breaths. And then face forward, 1 hand to each knee. Camel ride. Round the back, arch the back. Look down, exhale. Look up, inhale. Keep it moving. Creating a lot of flexibility and decompression throughout the spine. Let's get ready to twist around the other way. The other way we go. 1 hand to the opposite knee and over. Look over your back shoulder. Stay here for about 3 to 5 breaths. All right, release. Come back and straighten those legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that helps you. And we'll just circle the ankles a little bit here. Nice and loosen the legs. Let's let the legs go a little bit wider than your hips. And hands on the thighs. Move the legs back and forth. Let the feet flop left and right, left and right. Take it easy, take it. Just a little bit of looseness and fun. All right, we're going to walk our fingers down towards our ankles, or maybe towards your toes, or maybe towards your sole of your foot. This is a soft, rounded forward fold. Everything loose. You can let your knees bend a little bit and feet flop outward. Let's stay down in this soft caterpillar pose for 3 more long, slow, deep, full breaths. Let everything go. Relax throughout the body. Beautiful. Round your back. Come back up. And let's take the right leg and place it on the left thigh or knee, or wherever is easy for you. If you have a pillow handy, you may want to put a pillow under the knee a little bit for support. And just give your surface of your foot, brush, and then brush it back. Thumbs are going to massage the insole or the arch of the foot. Little circles. Go both ways around a few times. Come up to the joint that connects the big toe to the foot and circle your thumbs around that joint. And then work your way down towards your little toe. Every single toe's joint gets a massage this morning. Nice. Let's grab all the toes in your hand and just bend them back and forth a few times. And then split and split. Split with the big toe go as if it wants to go towards your knee and the index toe as if it wants to go towards your heel. We're not doing a strong pull here. We're just stretching the skin a little bit, stimulating the nerves in the toes. And it should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Work your way down through the foot towards, from the big toe towards the little toe. Back and forth a few more times. Grab that big toe and stretch the leg out. Put it on the ground and try the other leg, bending in to find a position on your thigh or knee or hip, wherever, so you can brush the foot. Brush, brush, and brush. Massage with circle movements using your thumbs in the center of your foot. Around one way, around the other way, change direction, circle around, and then work your way towards the big toe and the joint that connects the big toe to the foot. Circle around, and then work your way down through each joint of each toe towards the baby toe. Grab all the toes in one hand and back and forth a few times. All right, and we stimulate the nerves. Going, split the toes apart, stretch the skin between the webbing, then between the toes, and work your way down towards the baby toe. Back and forth a few times. Beautiful. Let's grab that big toe with 2 fingers, stretch the leg out, place it on the ground. And it's about time to scoot down towards a reclined position on the floor. You keep your feet tucked in by your hips, knees pointing up. Relax, place your head on the ground. Relax and place your arms wherever is comfortable. Take a moment to just notice how the body feels. You should feel connection with the earth at your hips and shoulders, the back of your head, the back of your hands, and of course your feet. Let's tighten and push the lower back down into the floor. Tighten the belly, but keep your chest and shoulders and arms relaxed, and keep breathing throughout this exercise. Squeeze the lower belly in. Squeeze the waist in at the sides. Push the lower, say 4 or 5 vertebrae hard, flat, down into the floor. Squeeze your Kegel muscles in your groin. Maybe squeeze your thighs. That's optional. Ideally, everything from the belly button to the knees is tight and pushing down into the floor. Everything above the belly button is loose and relaxed. Keep breathing. Keep pushing down, squeezing the belly in, tightening the hips and the abs, the tummy, the groin. Push everything in and down. All right, release, relax, stretch your legs out, reach your arms overhead, give yourself a nice yawning stretch, and then bring the right knee up to the chest and give it a nice hug. Hug that knee into the chest with both arms. And then stretch the legs straight up into the air and grab a hold wherever your hands reach, somewhere around your knee or your thigh. Take a moment to just look at the foot, wiggle the toes. Circle the ankle one way and then the other. If your knee is bent a little bit or a lot, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's still a good stretch for the hip, for the hamstring and the back of the thigh. We're going to try and move the leg in an arc away from the face and a little bit close to the face. Don't overdo it, okay? Stretch slowly, breathe a lot, and when you feel like you're at or near your edge where you can't go any farther without it feeling awkward or painful, back away and breathe in. Exhale, find that edge, back away, take a breath. Take it slow, take it easy. All right, hold the leg at or near the edge of your range of motion for a 30-second static stretch. We're just asking the hip and the hamstring to let go, relax, stretch on their own terms, not by forcing anything. During this 30-second static stretch, you're just trying to be still. Keep the mind clear of any to-do lists, tasks that you're going to do later in the day. And let's pull the leg just a little bit closer to the face now. Slow and careful. And stop when you feel resistance. Hold, keep breathing. Asking the back of the leg to lengthen. Stretch. Creating space in the hip and the knee. And the tailbone area. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's let the leg go. Let it come back to more or less vertical, straight up out of your hip. Bend the knee a good deal, like at least 90 degrees. We're going to take the heel in the opposite hand and the knee in the same side hand. And let the knee go way out to the side and the heel comes in close to the belly button. Cross it across the body like you're rocking a baby. Rock the baby left and right. Breathe in and out. All right. All the way across the body we go. Bring the knee over and roll up on your hip. Bend both knees, both legs, get a little bit of a knee bend. Stretch your arms out however feels comfortable. Stay here for relaxation. Breathe deep and try to send the air that you're breathing and the healing energy that comes with the air you're breathing in to any spot in your body that's talking to you, any awareness of sensitivity that you have. If you're totally 100% comfortable, well done. Just keep relaxing down into the floor. Nice. Let's roll onto our back and do a long body stretch. Arms reach overhead, toes point, feet are together. Big breath in, expand your rib cage as big as it'll go. Stretch, yawn, sigh. Whatever feels nice. When you're ready, we're going to bring up the other knee and give it a nice hug in towards the chest. Both arms wrap around and just pull it in. Hold it there for a nice series of deep breathing exercises. Just keep breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Squeeze that leg in. Nice. Stretch the leg up and reach your hands somewhere around the knee or the thigh. If the knee is bent, it's okay. And just begin to move the leg a little bit through an arc. Close to the face and back into your comfort zone. Finding your range of motion, breathing through the movement. Find your edge of your range of motion and hold the leg at or near it for 30 seconds. We try to release and relax the hip, the hamstring, and the mind as well. Let the mind just drift. Breathe deep. Holding in a static stretch allows the muscles and the connective tissue to lengthen on their own terms. After about 30 seconds, you may feel a release, a reflex in the muscle, and you may feel an urge to go a little deeper. And now, if you feel that urge, you can follow it down. Don't force anything, be gentle, keep breathing. Release the leg, bend the knee, grab the knee in the same side hand and reach your opposite hand for the heel. Rock the baby. Across the leg, across the body, breathing in and out. Seeking looseness, freedom in the hips. All right, cross the knee across the body, roll up on your side hip. Open the arms out wherever feels comfy. Bend both knees a little bit. Try to relax 100% through the spine, the legs, the hips, the shoulders, the arms, the neck, but mostly the tailbone area where we hold a lot of chronic tension, habitual tension. This is your chance to breathe. Breathe it away. Wonderful. If you're ready, roll on your back and do another long body stretch. Arms reach overhead, toes point, feet are together. Inhale and expand your rib cage, yawn and sigh. Oh, yes. And then come back up to seated. And let's try some straddle exercises this morning. Stretch those legs out, pull the flesh away from your sitting bones. Sit tall up on those sitting bones. Lift the spine. Lift the top of the head. Relax the shoulders. Let the arms just go down to rest. Flex both ankles. Open up the back of the knees to the energy from the earth. Bringing the arms out over the legs, parallel to the legs, and tilt the body as if you're reaching beyond the toes. On one side, and then the other. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. This time, reach your hand towards the toes, then drop it to your ankle or shin, and reach the other hand straight up to the ceiling. Reach it up, breathe in. Exhale, let the shoulder come down back into its shoulder socket, and then come over. Stretching through the side body from hip to fingertips. Keep breathing. Think about maybe the ear on the lower side of your head coming down towards your knee. And then reach the hand straight up again and bring the body up. Arms float out from your shoulders and we reach and breathe. Left and right. Breathe in and out. Keep going. All right, this time the other side, reach for the toes and then drop the hand down towards the ankle or the shin, and the opposite arm reaches straight up for the ceiling. Reach it up, breathe in. Tall, 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 reach up, 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 up. And then let the shoulders sink down into the shoulder socket as you exhale, and we'll go on over. Stretch from hip to fingertips, through the side body, the rib cage, the armpit, the elbow, the wrist, palm of the hand. Keep breathing. And then reach the hands straight up again, and the body comes up. Arms float out. Turn the palms up and lift up. Breathe in. Find your prayer. Bring it to your heart. Keep elevated through the spine. Bow the head just a little bit. And stay here for a moment. Beautiful. Let's turn the body to look left and then turn to look right. So swinging around. The prayer hands lead the way as you swing left and right. Breathe in and out. Come back to the center. Lift it up. Breathe in. Stretch tall. And float the hands down all the way to the floor. Let's take one step forward with the hands. Bend the elbows just a little bit and push back. Bend down, push back. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you push back. All right, walk the hands back up and bring those legs in. Let's reverse the wide open stretch by crossing the knees in front. So we're going to take the lower leg, knee pointing forward, heel back by your opposite hip. And then the top leg, the heel comes back by opposite hip and the knee stacks on top. The idea is to have the knees vertically stacked in front of your hips and both hips pushing down on the ground close to equal. It's not going to be equal most likely. All right, so hands come to rest on the feet, soles of the feet and palms of the hands get a chance to communicate. Fingers touch the toes and rest there. Lift the top of the head up, close the eyes, breathe deep. Nice. All right, lift the hands up and cross your elbows now. Cross your elbows right in front of your chest. And wrap the forearms, bring the fingertips into the wrist or palm of the hand. And we're going to bring the elbows close to the belly button and look down at your elbows, rounding your back and dropping your head. Then lift it up and reach the hands straight up for the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling. Elbows come up by your nose perhaps, or your forehead. Exhale, round your back, elbows tuck in by your belly button. 3 times, up and down. All the way up, all the way down. One more time. Bring it down. Return hands to rest on the feet. And here we bring the forehead close to the knees. Nice. Hands behind you. Swing the legs around the other way. Grab those ankles and pull them back by your heels by the hips. Knees stacked vertically in front. Hands rest on your feet. Toes and fingers. Get a minute to communicate. And let's wrap the arms. Try to go the opposite way this time. Lift up. See the ceiling, tuck down, elbows towards belly button, forehead towards elbows. Up, arching, down, round, and lift, breathe in, and out. 3 more times, up, and down. Stretch up, and down. Arch up, and curve it down. Back up, Unwind the arms. Find your feet again. Sit tall. And if you want to, you can bow your head down by your knees for a moment of beautiful. Thank you for that. Let's get up on our hands and knees now. Find your table pose. Make sure you feel nice and strong with your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders and your fingers spread wide, fingertips pressed down. Arch the back up and drop the head, drop the tailbone. Lift the face up, lift the tailbone, and sink the back down into your cow pose. Then arch your back up to the cat pose, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Throughout all of your cat-cow transition here, push your hands into the floor to elevate your shoulders and your chest. Try not to collapse down and let your shoulders just scrunch together. Keep them pressed down, little bulldogs. Okay, here we go. Arch and sway, cat and cow. Any speed is perfect, but be sure you breathe in and out through the movement. Nice. Come back to a flat back. Turn your toes under and lift your knees off the floor. Find your downward dog. Find your feet, that perfect place for your feet. Push your hands into the floor even more. And then drop your head between your arms down towards the yoga mat. Let's walk the dog, one heel up at a time, hips moving left and right. Shifting in the shoulders, pushing the rib cage and the hips left and right. Walk your feet a little closer together till the big toes are touching. And see if you can put all your weight on your right foot and just let your left foot hang out totally loose. Pick the foot up and just let it go limp. Toenails down on the ground. The left leg is just hanging from the hip. All right, put that foot back on the ground and switch feet. All your weight on your left foot. Your right foot is your right leg is hanging from the hip. Turn the foot down so the toenails are on the ground. All your weight on your left foot. And then both feet on the ground again. Let's bring the toes touching again. All your weight on your right foot and the left foot elevates. Pick it up as if it wants to reach for the wall behind you or the ceiling above you. Bring it down, touch the floor. Lift it back up. Bring it down, touch the floor. Lift it back up. Bring it down, touch the floor. Shift your weight to your other leg and let's lift the other leg up. Touch the floor. Lift it up. Touch the floor. Lift it up. Touch the floor. Bring your knees down and let's find ourselves in a resting pose, pose of the child. Put your hips close to your heels, turn your hands palm up, and your forehead comes down in front of your knees, around your back. Release everything, relax. Beautiful. Let's sit up on our heels in the hero pose. We're going to do the shoulder squeeze where the hands are interlocked behind the hips. Straighten the arms and squeeze the shoulder blades. But if you cannot get your arms straight when your hands are clasped, if this is like where you stop, then you should have handy for your yoga class a belt, a strap, a bandana, or just a piece of cloth. That way you can get your arms straight and the hands don't have to be clasped. So it's more important to get the arms straight than to have the hands clasped. So whatever works for you, get those arms straight and squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's bow the head. And then squeeze up near the top and lift the face, breathe in. Exhale, bow the head. One more time, squeeze in and up. Exhale, bring it back down. All right, release the hands. And we're going to come back to table. And the next exercise, the next yoga pose, is thread the needle. Take your right hand and pass it behind the left wrist and bring it all the way through. The shoulder will come down to the floor and the side of your face comes down to the floor. Your hips are high up in the air behind you. Turn this hand on the ground, palm up, and press this hand where the elbow is bent. The elbow should be directly above your wrist. Press it into the ground and feel something happening in your shoulder blade. Press it down. All right, now we're going to lift that hand up into the air and then touch the floor and lift it back up. Exhale down, inhale up. You can let it go to vertical or maybe even beyond vertical. Let's bend the elbow, put the palm of the hand on the ground and press into the ground to bring the body back up. Cat and cow a few times. And I'm going to turn around. And we'll do we'll do thread the needle on the other side. The hand passes behind the wrist. The shoulder comes down, the face comes down. Press your vertical hand into the floor, your vertical arm, your upper arm. Your lower hand, maybe palm up if that's okay with your shoulder and your arm. It's a wonderful twist for the upper back. A lot of our spinal twists work in the mid and lower back. This one works the upper back, and it is well received in my case. All right, we're going to elevate that hand up and touch the floor. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, drop. Bringing it up and down. Push it up and down. Keep going. All right, hand to the floor, press yourself up, cat and cow a few times. How we doing? It's about time for our 60-second plank challenge, which is sometimes goes to 70 or 75 seconds. You don't have to stay up if it's too much for you. You can certainly come down early. We're going to do a few special moves like Spider-Man and lift the leg and touch the shoulder and side plank. And if you're new to doing planks, just hold a steady plank and come out of it when you're ready. You can try some of the stuff, but it may be a little much for the shoulders and wrists. So you have to build your stamina up. So I've got my clock here. I'm going to get my hands down. You have the option of being on your elbows if your wrists are bothering. Come up into your sort of a push-up type pose. And here we go. Try to push your heels back so you really feel a nice stretch in your calf muscles and your Achilles tendon. Keep those hips low. All right, let's try Spider-Man, knee to elbow. Keep it going. One more. And then we lift one leg up. Hold. Drop it down. Other leg up. Hold it there. Keep breathing. Drop it down. Left hand touches right shoulder. Down. Right hand touches left shoulder. Down. Left hand touches left hip. Down. Right hand touches right hip. Down, hold. And for side plank, turn your feet sideways. Elevate one arm. Come back down. Try the other way. Come back down. Push up to downward dog. Step your feet closer to your hands. And then come back through your plank pose and lower down onto your tummy. Hands reach back by your hips, palms up, forehead on the floor, shoulders curve down to the ground. Reach those fingertips back towards your heels and lift your face and shoulders up. Reach the fingers back in your locust pose. Keep breathing. Shoulders reaching back. Fingertips reaching back. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Bring the arms out to the side. And bend the elbows, place your hands on your face on your hands like a pillow, turn your head to one side, turn your toes in towards each other, your heels out, and rest. Beautiful. Bring your feet together, heels together, hands under your shoulders, fingers pointing up, and elbows tucked in at your waist. Forehead on the floor. Let's do a low cobra. Forehead, nose, chin. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Don't use your hands. Don't press the hands into the floor. Lift through the strength of your back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And if you want, you can glance left and right. Keep breathing. And let's come on down. Chin, nose, forehead. Arms go wide. Toes point in. And rest. This time we'll do a modification of that. It's the Sphinx pose. You're going to come up on your elbows. The feet and the legs can be more or less released and relaxed. The elbows are tucked right in at your rib cage, and your hands are spread wide, fingers spread wide on the floor. Push your elbows into the ground to elevate your chest. Gazing forward, this really puts a little bit of pressure in the mid-back area. The idea is to allow that pressure to be there without resisting it. When you're ready to come down, the hands take the pressure away from the elbows. Elbows come wide, and turn your head to the other side this time. All right, let's try one more exercise on our tummies. Bend your feet up, bend your knees and bring your feet up. Reach back and grab your feet or your ankles and make yourself into a bow, pulling the feet up. Gaze at the floor before where your face would be if you were laying straight. And come on down. Hands under your shoulders, press back to pose of a child. Good pose of a child. We're going to go straight back up to downward dog. Hands under shoulders. Toes turned under, lift the hips, find that place that you like for your feet. We'll take one step wider with the hands. So this is not really the true downward dog. This is more the quadruped. Try to move your tummy in a circle. Your belly button draws a circle in the air. And try to go around the circle the other way. Beautiful. Bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Take all your body's weight on your feet. Widen your feet out just a little wider than your hips and bend one knee at a time, back and forth, left and right. Let's take the left hand to the middle point under your gaze, under your face, on the floor, and just sweep your right hand up. Bring it down, trade hands, sweep the left hand up. Bring it down, trade hands, sweep the... Keep it going. Sweep one hand up at a time and look in the direction it went. All right, bring both hands to the floor. Move your hips like a figure 8. Loose through the lower spine. Walk your feet underneath your hips, heel and toe, bend your knees, hands to your knees. Press yourself up and find yourself standing in mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back, bend the knees, roll the shoulders back. Scoop up the air right in front of your toes, bring it all the way up and breathe it in. Shove it down to your heels. Scoop up the air in front of your feet, bring it up, breathe it in, shove it down to your heels. One more time, bring it up and shove it down. Beautiful. Wide stance, feet nice and wide. Toes can point out just a little bit, but not too much. Take your right hand down towards your right knee and the left hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Lift up, arms cartwheel around, and slide the left hand down towards the left knee. Feel the side body feeling strong and lengthening. Lift the body up, arms rotate. This time we're going to turn the body. Both feet are facing to the side. The front leg will bend, and the hands are going to come all the way down to the floor. Find yourself in a pretty deep crescent lunge. Press it back up. And walk your hands over the other way. One hand on either side of the front leg. Bend the front knee. Slide the back leg back. Find your crescent lunge. Elevate the hips. Straighten the legs. And walk back in front. Let's let the left hand reach for the right ankle and the right hand reach for the left ankle. And then free your hands, bend your knees, put your hands on your knees and look forward, lifting the face. Drop the head, straighten the legs, look behind you. Gaze forward, lift the face, hands on knees, press forward. Drop the head, look behind you between your legs. And this time we'll lift and come all the way up. Press against the knees. Up to standing. Stand tall. Reach it up. Beautiful. Let's try the circle knee march. Sure, I have a flat yoga mat and the bubbles underneath it. Trip knee up. All right. So the right knee comes up, out, and down. Left knee up, out, and down. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out. Let's try to reverse it. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Nice. Hands to shoulders. turn your feet out just a little bit. Bend the knees. We want the knees to go out while the hands press up. Press up. Knees are going out. I'm going to tell you to stop right here. Stop. Look down. Your knees should not be doing this, where you're rolling on the inside of your foot. Bring those knees out. If you cannot do it, bring the feet closer together and just go a little bit of a plie, like a ballet plie. Hands to shoulders, push up. Two more. Last one. All right, kick and flick. Kick forward, flick both hands. Kick and flick. Flick away any tension, flick away any stress, flick away any angry emotions that are clogging your sense of freedom and peace and love. Kick them away, flick them away. Kick and flick. Breathe. Beautiful. Sweep the hands up, reach up. Left hand reaches up, right hand hangs down. Look at your lower hand. Bring both hands together for a prayer pose of the heart. And switch. Look at your lower hand, reach the upper hand up. Bring both hands to the prayer pose at the heart. Bow your head. Switch in. Prayer pose. And we reach and look down. Come back to prayer. Find ourselves returning to seated for our final few moments together. We'll do a breathing exercise. Take a moment to just notice how you're feeling. Hopefully your heart is beating strong and happy, sending the blood through all the different parts of your body, all the way to the capillaries at the tips of your fingers and tips of your toes, tips of your ears, top of your head, and every point in between. Nerves are singing. Fluids like your lymphatic fluids and your fascia flowing easily, clearing out toxins. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, a nice slow five or six count inhalation, and then we're going to blow it out through the mouth fast, flattening the belly at the same time. And repeat that. So slow inhalation, fast exhalation, and here we go, breathing in. Let it go. Return to normal breathing. And now let's reverse it. Breathing in fast and exhaling slow. Okay, here we go. Breathing in fast through the nose. Exhale slow. Breathing in fast. Exhale slow. Breathe in fast. Exhale slow. Allow your body to just be still, breathe naturally. Notice how you feel. This is the time when we close the eyes and drift in our inner universe. Maybe you feel as if the whole body is floating up in a bubble off the mat, rising up out of your house to float among the cloud tops, dazzling in sunlight, visited by butterflies and birds. I hope you can take this feeling of freedom and peace with you throughout your day. Take your yoga with you. Remember, when you are at your wit's end, losing your patience, yoga is always there for you. Stand tall, feel the body, be in the moment, breathe deep, and find your gratitude. There's so much to be grateful for, even in those moments when we're being tested. Grateful for your life, grateful for your healthy body, grateful for your past, your present, and your future. Let's take the hands up to prayer pose and give them a rub. Feel the surface of the palms of the hands scooting past each other. Faster, faster, faster. Feel the heat start to build. Faster, faster, faster. Feel the heat definitely building in the palm of the hand. We're going to take those warm hands, place them right over our closed eyes right now. Close off all light to the eyes and just feel the warmth of the body, releasing pressure on the eyeball. Notice any patterns in your internal universe, that screen that you see when your eyes are closed. Patterns in colors, textures, distances. Notice them. Perhaps drift into them and be surrounded by the colors, surrounded by the patterns. You become a part of it. It's above you and below you, behind you, in front of you. It's left and right. It's outside in all dimensions and inside in all dimensions. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. I'm here again on Thursday for another live session. 10 o'clock St. Martin time. Namaste to everybody out there. Love you guys.